Hey, I'm in here back with some more Magic the Gathering unboxing, unpacking, and we're going to continue the Bloomburrow play boosters. And yeah, we still got a ways to go, but we also have the collector's boosters after this, and for the foreseeable future, probably all will be done with Magic for until like some set catches my eye again. But anyways, so yeah, we're just gonna open up 4 play boosters in this video. See what we get. Let's just get started with this first pack. Alright, first card is the Thought Shucker. Okay, 1 blue. Threshold, 1 blue. Put a +1/+1 counter on this and draw a card. Activate it only if 7 or more. Threshold, yeah, basically. Alright. We got Nocturnal Hunger, 2 black. Gift of food. Destroy your target creature. If the gift wasn't promised, you lose 2 life. Alright, we got Dazzling Denial. That artwork is... Oh, I wonder how the foil version of this one is going to look. I bet you it's going to look like super shiny. For 1 blue. A counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. If you control a bird, counter target that spell unless controller pays 4 instead. Birds are very important. And we got a Moonrise Cleric for 1 white, black. Flying. Whenever this attacks, you gain a life. Alright, we got a Frilled Spark Shooter for 3 red. Menace Reach. This enters with a +1/+1 counter on it if an opponent lost life this turn. Alright, we got Druid of the Spade for 2 green. As long as you control a token, this gets +2/+0 and has trample. Alright, we got a Fountain Port Bell for 1. Whenever this enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, then shuffle and put that card on top. 1 sack, draw a card. Alright, uncommons. We got a Night Fisher, which I believe we got before. 3 blue, flying. Whenever a non-token bird you control enters, create a 1/1 blue fish creature token. Okay, we got a Sinister Monolith for 3 black. At the beginning of combat on your turn, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Tap, pay 2 life, sacrifice, draw 2 cards, activate only as a sorcery. Alright, we got a Flowerfoot Swordmaster for a white. Offspring 2, Valiant. Whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, mice you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Alright, we got Peerless Recycling for 1 green. Gift a card, and then return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand if the gift was promised. Instead, return 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Alright, and the rare is Hearthborn Battler for 2 red. Haste. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, this deals 2 damage to the target opponent. Okay. Next up is the Full Art Plains in Winter mode. Okay, put that there. Let's see the token. It is a Manifold Mouse. That's adorable. So at the beginning of the combat on your turn, target mouse you control gains your choice of Double Strike or Trample until end of turn. Alright, and then the foil is Finch Formation for 2 blue. Offspring 3. Flying. When this creature enters, target creature you control gains flying until end of turn. Alright, next pack. We got a Gateblade Assassin for 1 black. Whenever this attacks, the defending player loses life and you get a life. Alright, we got Shore Up for blue. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains hexproof until end of turn. Untap it. Alright, we got a Carrot Cake, I should say. The carrot cakes I usually eat don't have full carrots in them, but to each their own. 1 white. When this enters, and when you sacrifice it, create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token and scry 1, and then 2 tap sacrifice, you gain 3 life. Alright, we got a Rush Shield Rampager for 3 green. Offspring 2. This creature can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. We got a Barkform Harvester for 3. Changeling. Reach 2. Put target card from graveyard on the bottom of your library. Alright, we got a Gate Assault for 2 red. Choose one. It deals 4 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. And then exile target artifact. We got a Ravine Raider for black. Menace 1 black. This gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Uncommons, we got a Plumecreed Escort for 1 blue. Flash flying. When this enters, target creature you control gains hexproof until end of turn. That is so colorful. We got Wildfire Howl for 1 red. Gift a card. This deals 2 damage to each creature. If the gift was promised, instead this deals 1 damage to any target and 2 damage to each creature. Interesting. We got a Mudflat Village. Tap to add that. Tap to add black. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. 1 black tap. Sacrifice this. Return target bat, lizard, rat, or squirrel card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, we got a Starforged Sword. Oh, that artwork's so cool. I wish I got an art card with this one. Yeah, that one looks so cool. For 4, gift a tapped fish. When this enters, if the gift was promised, attach this to target creature you control. And the equipped creature gets +3/+3 and loses flying. I mean, I guess it's a pretty heavy sword. Equipped is 3. For our rare, we got Dawn's Truce for 1 white. I think I got this before, I don't remember. Gift a card. You and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. If the gift was promised, permanents you control also gain indestructible until end of turn. Alright. Let's see the land. It is an island. Summer, maybe? Spring? And let's see the token. It is a food token. And then the foil is Dire Downdraft for 3 blue. This spell costs 1 less to cast if or if it targets an attacking or tapped creature. Target creature or this is hard to read. Target creature's owner puts it on the top of or bottom of their library. Yeah, the foils are like, some of them are easy to read, some of them not so much. Penultimate pack for this video. I feel like I'm going to do these really fast. Anyways, first card is Thornplate Intimidator for 3 black, offspring 3. When this creature enters, target opponent loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. You got Pearl of Wisdom for 2 blue. This spell costs 1 less to cast if you control an otter. Draw 2 cards. Alright, we got a Sonar Strike for 1 white. This deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking or tapped creature. You gain 3 life if you control a bat. Alright, we got a Head of the Homestead for 3 green white. This when this enters, create 2 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens. Yeah, Steam Path Charger for 1 red. Offspring 2. When this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to target player. Yeah, Sun Shower Druid for green. When this enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and you gain a life. We got a Seed Pod Squire for 3 white blue. Flying, whenever this attacks, target creature you control without flying gets +1/+1 until end of turn. We got a War Squeak. Okay. That's adorable for red. Enchant creature. When this enters, target creature an opponent controls can't block this turn. Okay. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has haste. Okay. Uncommons, we got a Brazen Collector for 1 red. First strike, whenever this attacks, add red. Until end of turn, you don't lose mana as steps. Oh, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Okay, we got a Shoreline Looter for 1 blue. This can't be blocked. Threshold, whenever this deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card, unless 7 or more cards are in your graveyard. Okay. So you get to draw a card, discard a card. I mean, it is a looter, so that makes sense. Next up, we got a Bright Blade Stoat for 1 white. First strike, lifelink. Next up is, we got a different border rare. Whisker Veil Forerunner for 3 white. That's a very texty one. Valiant, whenever this becomes the target of spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them. You may put it onto the battlefield if it's your turn. If you don't put it onto the battlefield, put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And the artwork looks pretty cool too. Alright. The land is a plains, springish. I know before we got the winter one. I don't know if you can see it right there. So yeah, we got the, I guess, alternate, different seasoned one. That's pretty cool. Let's see the token. We got a Splash Lasher token. When this creature enters, tap up to one target creature and put a stun counter on it. And then our foil is Heaped Harvest, 2 green. When this enters and when you sacrifice it, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. 2 taps, sacrifice, you gain 3 life. Alright. Oh, jeez. Last pack for this video. Let's see what we got. Alright. We got Nettleguard for 1 white. Valiant. When this becomes a target of spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, it gets +0/+2 until end of turn. 1. Sacrifice this. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Early Winter for 4 black. Choose one. Exile target creature. Target opponent exiles an enchantment they control. We got a Sky Skipper Duo for 4 blue. Flying. When this enters, exile up to 1 other target creature you control. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. We get a Life Creed Duo for 1 white. Flying. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain a life. So this is the second duo that's in the same pack? Okay. And we got Tempest Angler for 1 blue-red. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on this. We got another duo, Kindle Spark Duo for 2 red. Tap, this deals 1 damage to target opponent. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, untap this. Goes well with the Tempest Angler too. Then we got a Treetop Sentries for 3 green. Reach. When this enters, you may forge. If you do, draw a card. Uncommons, we got a Flame Cache Gecko for 1 red. When this enters, if an opponent lost life this turn, add black-red. And then 1 red, discard a card, draw a card. And we got a Splash Lasher for 3 blue. Offspring, 1 blue. When this creature enters, tap up to 1 target creature under and put a stun counter. Yeah, we got the... Oh, I just noticed that. I thought the tokens would have been the same, but the art's actually different. I mean, I guess since it's like the Offspring, it's the younger version, so I guess that makes sense too. Alright, we got a Stormcatch Mentor for blue-red. Haste, Prowess, instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Alright, and then the rare is a Sunspine Lynx for 2 red. Players can't gain life. Damage can't be prevented. Whenever this enters, it deals damage to each player equal to the number of non-basic lands that player controls. To each player too, so... Alright, ooh, we got 3 cards. Oh, an art card, nice. That looks cool. It is the Valley Flamecaller. Yeah, that looks cool. Alright, let's see. Oh, we got a mythic. We got Igra, Eater of All for 3 black-green. Ward, sacrifice of food. Other creatures are food artifacts in addition to their other types and have 2 tap sacrifices permanent. You gain 3 life. Interesting. Whenever a food is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put 2 +1/+1 counters on this. That seems really good. I mean, it is a mythic, so top of the food chain probably. Anyways, the land is, I want to say Autumn Fall Swamp, maybe. It gives off that vibe, but I could totally be wrong. And the foil is Corsication Mage for 1 red. Offspring 2. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Alright, that is it for, I guess, this batch of Bloomburrow play boosters. We got, out of the 4, we got 5 rares and mythics. So the last one, we got Sunspine Lynx and Yigra, Eater of All. This, like, on paper it seems nice, but I said this before, I don't know, like, the power scale. Like, I've seen the cards, but I don't actually know the metas and what goes on in, like, standard. So yeah, it is what it is. Like, if it looks cool, I'm gonna say it looks cool, but it might not be cool in the term, like in meta terms, but it is what it is. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.